I tried 5 things this past week to take over my life and take it back from 2025 because, to be completely honest with you, it's been pretty crappy. This has allowed me to get a head start on 2026. That being said, out of those 5 things, I have only completed 3 of them successfully. And I keep reminding myself that transformation isn't linear. It's not going to fit everybody, and you have to modify it for yourself. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Tori, and last week I started a new series called Rebranding My Life in 2025 to be prepared for 2026. This is episode 2 of my rebranding series, where I am showing you the messy middle and what actually works and isn't just Instagram advice. The first thing that I went ahead and did was I took around at things that bothered me, and I noticed that even though my downstairs area, which is my maid living area, is typically really clean, my dishes are done, but what did bother me was that my upstairs, which is the sleeping area, my husband's office is up there, there's not much that goes on up there. It had been compiling a lot, and to be completely honest with you, it was kind of a little bit of a depression pit. There's a bunch of clean laundry everywhere. My bed wasn't being made. Things were out of place because I would just use it really quick and then I would put it back. So I made it a mission last week to clean up my depression pits. And if I'm being completely honest, I completed almost all of it. I cleaned my bathroom. I threw away a bunch of things that I didn't use or were expired. I cleaned my bedroom. I cleaned my office up there, and it made such a big impact. And if I'm being totally truthful with you, this is the number one thing that made me feel like I was getting myself back and not letting my depression run my life. I noticed that my mental state and my energy shifted. I was waking up in a happier mood. I didn't feel like I had this overwhelming to-do list, and I felt accomplished after I completed it immediately. I'm very much a instant gratification person. It's something that I'm working on, and I highly recommend this step. If you don't get anything out of the video, I really hope that you get this out of it, because I think it can make a really big difference for you. So my experiment number 2 was I said that I was going to get out of bed earlier. I see this one all the time. You hear the phrase, early bird gets the worm. And I am so jealous of everybody where this comes naturally to them, but I am naturally a night owl. I have a hard time going to sleep, which causes me to sleep in later when I don't have anything to do, which is right now because I'm currently unemployed. And I'm going to be fully transparent with you. I did not win this one. Yes, you heard that right. I did not win this one. I tried my hardest to get out of bed early. And while some of the days I did wake up, I ended up doing the one thing you're not supposed to do, which is pick up my phone. And then I would doom scroll. And the next thing you know, it's 9:30. And I'm like, I was supposed to get out of bed early. What am I doing? So I think that while I'm not going to say it's not for me, because eventually it will be for me, because I'm going to get a job soon. It's just a matter of time. I'm going to try a new method where I go ahead and I just get out of bed. I don't allow myself to lay there. I don't allow myself to wait until I wake up and feel like I'm ready to take on the day. I'm just going to do it. Whether or not it's 5 o'clock in the morning, because sometimes I'll wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, or it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get out of bed. I'm going to find something to do to keep my mind busy so I can be the person that says early bird gets the worm, because to be honest, that caption kind of slays. Experiment number 3, incorporate working out more into my routine. Recently, I lost 60 pounds and I was doing Pilates like 4 to 5 times a week. I was monitoring what I'm eating. I noticed that when I work out often, I want to eat cleaner. And I am going to be honest with you, since I've had to stop doing Pilates due to the price, I have found myself on the decline when it comes to working out. I've started to gain a little bit of my weight back, and it's something that is really important to me to get ahead of so I don't go back to where I was. That being said, I did not accomplish this. I am such a group class girly. I really like somebody telling me what I need to do. I really enjoy feeling the pressure of everybody in there, so I can't just stop and give up. And I feel like when I work out at home, I'm like, I did like 30 of the 40 minutes, right? That works. I'm done. I'm kind of sore. I'm sweaty. I, for some reason, don't like to sweat at home. So I did not get any workouts in this week, which I'm super disappointed to say. It kind of put me in this little bit of a guilt cycle because that's something that was really important to me and I didn't do it. I found that when I wanted to go work out, that I was already busy or it was about time for me to eat. And I was like, well, I'm really hungry, so I need to eat, but then I can't work out after I eat because my belly is going to be full. And then next thing you know, it'd be the next day. So what I'm going to do to try to get ahead of this, because I think this one can be for me, is I'm going to force myself to get out of bed early, which was number 2. And when I get out of bed, I'm just gonna go directly downstairs and hop into a workout because I don't typically have things to do in the morning, especially now that I'm not working. And I feel like if I just go ahead and get it done right away, then it's not gonna be an issue for me. I don't have to think about it the rest of the day, and it's something that I can check off my checklist. Number 4, I wanted to intentionally get ready for the day, regardless if I had something to do. That being said, I didn't put the pressure on of making sure that my makeup was done, that I had a super cute outfit on, and that if my celebrity crush came into the door, I would be ready for anything, right? No, for this, I wanted to have progress over perfection. So I made it a goal to make sure that even if I just have a sweater on, maybe I'll throw a cute hat with it, a necklace, some earrings, or if I have more of a casual outfit, just have a slicked back pony, have some earrings, make sure that my face is nice and clean. That way I didn't feel the pressure to have to fully get ready and put a face of makeup on every day. But if I wanted to go ahead and to have full glam, then I could. And I have to say that this one was super exciting for me because it is something that I was able to complete. I would say 5 out of the 7 days. And it really made me feel like I was doing something with my life. Not that I was just in my pajamas, being a lounge lizard and kind of sitting in what can easily turn into a puddle. And it felt good to even be in comfy clothes, but to intentionally be in comfy clothes and to do things to elevate it. So I had been looking at Instagram and Pinterest at ways to make cozy outfits cute. And if that's something that you want to do, I highly recommend a slicked back pony with some earrings if your ears are pierced, maybe a necklace, and then if you wanted to put on a little bit of makeup, maybe some mascara because eyelashes can go a long way. Number 5, making the bed. So this is the third thing that I was able to accomplish. And in the grand scheme of things, I don't really think that it's like a super important thing for me. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm listening to you guys that who saw my update last week, but I just didn't feel like, okay, my first task of the day is done. And maybe I will in the future, but it's not something I did now. That being said, now that I'm looking back at my week, seeing what I have completed and what I didn't complete, I'm really happy that I did it because it feels good to say that, okay, this week I had 5 goals and I completed 3 of them. I feel like if I only completed 2 of them, since it's less than 50%, I would have been a little disappointed. So in that aspect, I'm super excited that I did it. But I do kind of think that it's an Instagram hype with make your bed every morning, you'll feel instant gratification. That is not the experience I had. So the biggest lesson that I learned after doing all of these 5 things is to give yourself some grace. I am such a perfectionist in a lot of areas of my life, and it was very difficult to not be able to have completed all of them because, like, if you look at them, it kind of seems like it's an easy thing to do. But when you're not used to doing all of these things right away, it can become very overwhelming and snowball, especially if you fight with anxiety or depression. It's just another thing that you didn't do, and you're beating yourself up about it. But by going for progress over perfection, I feel like that really helped because it allowed me to look at it from a different point of view. Like, I completed 3 out of 5. That's over 50%. And it's 1,000,000% better than what I was doing the week before. I'm so proud of myself. And it reminded me that transformation isn't linear, and that a lot of times when people are posting things online of things that get them to feel better, things that make them feel like they have their life in control, isn't necessarily for everybody because they might not be battling depression or they might not be battling anxiety. And I do want to say that even though I was able to complete these, I did still have some bad moments throughout the days. And it was really important to me to go to my husband and to be able to vent to him, or my best friend and to be able to vent to her, and just give yourself some grace because it's only week 1 and next week is only week 2, and you're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some. I'm trying next week, like, just hopping out of bed right away, and after I hop out of bed, to go downstairs and work out. That way I can get those other 2 off my checklist. And I think that those are going to be the only ones that I'm going to do because I want to take baby steps. I don't want to get overwhelmed. I want to be able to build consistent patterns because I could fall off of making my bed, or I could fall off of getting ready in the morning. And I want to allow myself the grace to make small steps over big steps that don't last. I'm gonna go ahead and keep posting to ensure that I'm doing accountability, and I would love it if you guys would go ahead and subscribe to be on this journey with me. I wanna hear what you're doing to be able to take back your 2025 and to hit 2026 head on and not falling into the new year, new me, because you've already started. So make sure you hit subscribe and turn on your notifications so that way you can get notified when I'm posting. I'm sure that I haven't seen everything that there is out there, so please let me know one expert tip that you found that worked really well, and then also let me know one that you think is just a myth, that it doesn't work for everybody like everybody says it does. Let me know below, because I'm all about trying new tips and I'm super curious to hear what you have to say. And if you're rebuilding your life too, remember, you're not alone. We got this together. I want to build a community of like-minded people, and I look forward to talking to you soon.